So now that we have the coilovers installed, it's time to dial them in. We just have 3 things to adjust. First is spring preload. So just crack loose the smaller collar, back it off a few spins, then loosen this bigger collar until the spring moves up and down freely. This is 0 preload. Now spin it back up to where there's just enough resistance to keep the spring from moving, spin up the smaller collar till it's flush, then spin up the big one to compress the spring 5mm, or about the width of this wrench. Then spin back up the smaller collar and lock it down. And just like that, preload is set to the manufacturer recommended spec. Next is ride height, because right out of the box, they still sit pretty high. So just crack loose and back off this lower collar, then spin the bigger collar clockwise to shorten the shock and lower the car, or counterclockwise to lengthen the shock and raise the car. And then snug up the lower collar to lock it in. Just make sure the driver and passenger side shocks are the same height. Keep in mind it may take a few tries to get it perfectly dialed in, but I think this looks pretty good for now. Finally, we have to set damping, which affects how quickly the shock returns to equilibrium. These coilovers have 30 clicks of adjustment built in, so just spin the dial counterclockwise all the way to find the 0 point, then spin it clockwise up to the desired amount. Usually halfway is a good starting point, so we're going with 15 clicks up front and 18 clicks in the back. And just like that, she's sitting tastefully lowered, which means it's finally time to unbox the new Dream wheels.